Hello, hello, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft-related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And good morning. I am starting bright and early. I wanted to kind of give you a little vlog style on part 2 of the Spell Anatomy video series. It's only 2 parts, but I wanted to sort of walk you through the process. So as you guys know, the first part 1 was more of me sitting down and just sort of talking it out, getting the magical mindset. That's the big part. And it's early morning where I'm at here in Arizona, and I got my coffee, and a lot of positive things have already occurred because of the magical mindset. So that's why that's so important. So I have already, because if you believe in law of attraction and anything like that, you understand, once you start sending out that energy just with your mind, technically the spell's begun. It's already working. So that's already happened. So anything else I do at this point, to me, is just sort of confirming, reaffirming, and just like that final push into the ethers, into the universe, to align with what I'm already thinking. So stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm at the part where it's time to write some things down and get a basic framework for how I'm going to do this, at least for today. So my mind is right. I feel I'm very much aligned. I'm already at the place where the spell, I guess my positive manifestation is already in full steam ahead. It's already working, so that's going. So now we want to keep this momentum. I want to build off of this, and that's great. That's why it's so important to, stay in the game, keep your head in the game of what you're trying to do. So a lot of times you might go to something like this. This is actually a really good book, 150 Spells You Can't Live Without. It's kind of not your average everyday spells. It's basically using a lot of hoodoo. I got this, look, Borders. I got this years ago, many, many years ago. As we know, Borders is no longer with us. So I grabbed this off the shelf to show you, if you're not sure, like, okay, why, I want to do something and, do a spell, and I can't, find it for specifically what I want to do, like in my case. So let me just quickly show you. So you open this book, and there's a bunch of really nice things in here. That's why I kept it on my bookshelf, because it's actually a nice array of spells, like collect child support, collect your debts, have your debts forgiven, get a loan, get cash fast, find a soulmate. This is an oldie but goodie. It's not that old, but it's a good book. Anyway, but get a raise or promotion. I'm not wanting that. I like that energy. So I looked in, deliver a great speech, not needing that. Make a great first impression, ensure a great job interview, possibly. Get a job, sort of, kinda. And then increase business now. Well, that's good. Turn around a bad investment. I'm back to collect child support. So I'm talking about, developing streams of income. So that's okay, but it wasn't really what I needed. So all the way in the back on the last page, they have something here called a bonus spell. Obtain your heart's desire. So this is it. Angels of the air, fulfill my wish. So I'm going to take actually something like this, and I'm going to use this as a bit of a framework. So they're saying blend the essential oils of cinnamon, frankincense, patchouli, and vetiver, and add them to a tablespoon of jojoba oil. Only 1 or 2 drops of each essential oil is necessary. They said use the oil to dress a red candle. Place a horseshoe around the candle with the open end toward you. Write your wish on a piece of paper, stating it as clearly and concisely and precisely as you can. Fold the paper over twice. forming a square shape. Make your wish either silently or loud and light the candle. Use tweezers. Put the paper to the flame. Don't burn your fingers. Visualize yourself happy, your wish come true. Burn the paper until every last letter is gone. The spell's now complete, but for extra impact, remain with the candle until it burns out, all the while visualizing the fulfillment of your desire. They have a note: for the utmost power, a horseshoe is magically activated only by being attached to a horse's hoof. Many stables and ranches will be happy to give you a used one or sell one for minimal charge. Okay, so let's start with what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go get a horseshoe. I actually have access to that. Where I live, there are actually horses, quite a few people who have horses here. And I could easily approach, a place and ask about this. But I don't think it's necessary. If one, I'm not going to. Two, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I'm just going to be honest. And I just basically want this as a framework. So let's start with the oils. Okay, so for me, the oils that I'll be using, keeping with this theme, this is what I do when I see a spell, because it's rare that I ever follow specifically what I see in a spell book. Usually I don't have everything they're suggesting. I don't think it's necessary, all the things that they're suggesting. So, there's that. So first of all, cinnamon. I don't have cinnamon oil, but I do have ground cinnamon, and I have cinnamon sticks. So I'm just going to say I'm going to use ground cinnamon. So I'm going to show you how this works, when you're trying to, if you have a book like this or some other book and you're not sure, like, how do I tweak this? We're tweaking. So I'm going to say ground cinnamon. Okay, I do have frankincense. Frankincense. Okay, I don't have patchouli because I don't want it. So I'm going to use ground cinnamon, frankincense, and I'm going to use clove oil because I do have that. All right, so I'm going to use those oils for this purpose of dressing my candle. Now, and again, I don't need a lot, so that's okay. So I do have, as far as the candle, I do have a red candle. But I'm also going to use a green candle because there's a couple different things that are going to be happening. Stay with me. So I'm going to use that. So this is just, kind of my list on how I'm going to get this done. So the horseshoe is really just about, we understand horseshoes are for like luck and things like that. So in place of that, I'm thinking crystals. Okay. So this right here is, this is black obsidian. So with black obsidian, this is going to help like eliminate any negative thought and also eases, any tension and things like that. This is super important because if you watched part 1, I talked about understanding triggers and all that sort of stuff for myself. So this is going to help with, anything that comes up where I get tense about it or, doubtful, all that sort of stuff. That's going to help. So I'm going to put here crystals. Oop, and move this up. Crystals, black obsidian. All right, so I got that one. And this is for blocking negative thoughts. Bam, so we got that one. All right, so these other two, I was thinking about using them, but I think I'm only going to use this one. And that's just really kind of how this works sometimes. When I'm doing, spells and things like that. Like, I was thinking about using a carnelian. It resonates passion and all that sort of stuff. But now that I think about it, I don't know if I want to do that. And the citrine helps with positive energy flow and all that sort of stuff. I think I'm good. You know why? Because I got something else in mind. I think I want to keep this a little simple. There was nothing wrong with using that, but it's okay sometimes if when you're doing this, you kind of you think about it and say, you know what? I think that's enough. Something's telling me, and I'll listen to my intuition, I just need this one, and that's it. Because for me, the biggest block is this, the negativity, the thoughts, and all that sort of stuff. It isn't, I feel like I've already got the luck. I mean, there's nothing wrong with more luck and positivity, but I feel like I've already built the momentum. And this is actually the star. I want to keep it simple for myself. So I'll go with this. The other thing I know I'm going to need is, paper for the petition. So, or the paper for what I'm writing down. So remember, it says write your wish on a piece of paper. I don't use the term wish, so I'm going to use my paper to write my desires. Okay, and that's going to be parchment paper, which I do have. Something about parchment paper with spells, it just makes sense. You can use a grocery bag, the brown paper bag if you prefer that. I know a fabulous witch who actually makes stained paper and things like that, and you put it in the oven and you can do that, all that, and kind of make your own. But I have some parchment paper. I'd like to use that. Okay, so again, this is just the outline of what I need and what I need to gather. So bam, I have these things. So far, let's just take a look at this, because I think sometimes we get really complicated as witches, which is fine, on this. So far we have the oils. The only herb I'm using is ground cinnamon so far. I have frankincense oil, clove oil. I'm using 2 different candles, red and green. My crystals I'm using, just to make sure, for negativity purposes, to block that, is black obsidian. And I have parchment paper where I'm going to write down my desires. So that's the basic spell. So this is basically the spell, and everything else I do is, uh, based on intuition, based on what's going to feel right in that moment and what I need to do. So you're probably wondering, so wait, that's it? That's all you have to do? Well, let me put it in another frame, in a more cohesive frame, so you can fully understand what's about to go down. Okay, so now I'm actually going to add the spell, the complete spell, to my grimoire. So I'll just quickly talk this through, and then you guys will actually, I'll just speed it up so you can see what I did. But I just labeled it a spell for multiple streams of income, and I'm going to write step by step what I need to do, how I need to get it done, and yeah. So this is yet another step in the spell anatomy. Okay, so it is time for me to make my oil. I have my Book of Shadow, or excuse me, grimoire right here as well next to me. So I have that ready to go. So I know what I'm saying. Everything is written out. So I have that ready to go. So I know what I'm chanting as well. So that is going. So I'm using a carrier oil, which is going to be the grapeseed oil. And I realize I actually have cinnamon oil. So I have that. I have my clove, and I also have my frankincense oil as well. I'm going to put it in here. And this is just a little sachet baggie that I made with New Moon Energy, basically paving the way for this. And I'm just smelling its gardenia. So I'm just having that nearby, because the scent and the flowers is just, and the crystals, that energy it's giving off is just fueling this as well. And that has its own energy that was coded into it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So at this point, I'm just going to be chanting, money is abundant to me. I can say this in my head if I want, but I'm going to say it out loud. Money is abundant to me. 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 Money is abundant to me.
Okay, finally, it's time to perform said spell. So that's just a citronella candle in the background. That's to keep the little flies and gnats away. That's the oil I made. That's my prosperity oil I had previously purchased. And that's some oil I did from a previous spell. And I'm just shaking that up. That's just energy. And I'm just releasing that energy every time I shake it up. Okay, and the crystal, the black obsidian, I pulled it to my heart, my gut, and then womb. You can create from that area, guys. Never forget that. Okay, so that's my parchment paper. Right now, I'm just, you're just going to watch me do some prep. So that's where I'm at. The red candle, the green candle, excuse me. And yeah, I've got my cauldron. Now, that's a vivid incense that I'm about to light. I find that useful for prosperity and protection, so that's why I'm going to light that. But yeah, just watch me as I go, and you'll see what I'm doing.
Okay, so that's the spell. That's it. That was the spell. Everything is pretty much still, going, and um, it's pretty warm outside, so I'm gonna take all of this in. So even though I started outside, I'm gonna take my candles inside and put them on my altar. They're all transportable, so it's not a problem. But I wanted to be out in nature to do it. A couple things at this stage. What I'll do with those ashes from that paper, the parchment paper, I'll just sprinkle it. One of my plants are in the ground here, so I'll do that. That's how I'll finish that off. And I did take a picture, which I didn't show, of all of my intentions and desires that I wrote on that paper, and I'm going to print that picture out for my phone, and I'll put it in my book, my grimoire, where I have that actual spell, so that will also be there as well. And going forward, I'll just be writing down the results of the spell. I usually date it. I get a slip of paper, and it says spell results. I put a date, and whatever happens gets included on that piece of paper. And at this point, it's up to me to stay aligned. And how I'll be doing that is for the next 3 days. 3 is a magical number for me. I'll be scripting. I already have a notebook set up for myself, but each day I'll script. And I can do this multiple times a day, as long as I do it for the next 3 days. I will be scripting with I am statements, specifically what it is that I envision with, the results of the spell. And I'll be very descriptive each one of those times that I write each day. That is how I stay aligned with this spell. Now, anything else I do, as far as a simple coffee spell in the morning, I could just say, may my desires come into reality or something like that. It's just adding a little boost. What I will not be doing is another spell to replicate everything I just did for what I just did. Make sense? It's not necessary. Staying aligned, yes. I just want you to know that this is not one, because I mentioned before in part 1, this is a perpetual spell, meaning it's ongoing. These candles will be burning for some time, especially the 7-day green candle, and I will have that same energy going. In about 3 days, that candle should be done. It doesn't last 7 days for me because I burn it all day. And I'll be also scripting, like I said, magical scripting as well during those 3 days. And just being in a place of positivity and receptive to what the universe brings me. It's already started as of this morning. I already have 2 opportunities already available to me. So I love that. I love having options and choices. I still have great ideas that I'm working on from a creative point of view. I'm looking forward to, releasing those. They're in the works right now, and they will bring me the revenue that I'm asking the universe for. So yeah, I'm pretty set. I feel pretty good about everything. I love when things just kind of align already. It kind of gives you a little bit more confidence when you're doing your spell work. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if there's something you felt I left out and you were just wondering about, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you like my style of magic and how I kind of put spells together, you might want to go and check out my Cottage Witchery workshop. It's still up and going. It's free, so you can, and it's self-paced. And if you have an option of participating where you just put a public comment, or you can just directly comment to me, and I will answer you if you have questions about any of the assignments and study pieces in the workshop as well. So thanks again for watching. This is Mika, Leap Taken. Like, subscribe, share, please. And if you've already subscribed, again, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.